Hello everyone. What a lovely 2 years we've had, hey? The COVID. Well, I've got my opinions, but I'll keep them to myself, knowing how sheep-like some people can be in this world. But yeah, let's see what 2022 can bring, hey? Don't let it shit on your positive thinking though. So, I've got a false ceiling. Artex, it's been scraped, it's been PVA'd. This is just for beginners, okay? Not for the advanced plasterers who have been around a long time and they've picked up bad habits or good habits, or they've got good techniques or bad techniques. This is just how I do my ceilings, okay? So don't go off what I say and think, oh, that's what I've got to do, okay? You do what you want to do. It's just, I'm just showing you my way. And it's up to you if you want to take up and think, you know what, I'm going to pinch a bit of his technique and add it with my technique. That's how you become a good plasterer. You see everyone around you, some have got different ways of doing it to you. Add that little bit of spice to your technique and you can do well. Right, but listen, there's lots of courses out there for you to go on. Some are worth the money, some ain't worth the money. You'll get maybe a retired plumber, carpenter or sparky teaching you how to plaster. You know, use your nightie and think, do I want that type of person teaching me the trade? If you want to if you want to become a best plasterer, then get with a good plasterer who's willing to show you his way. But they ain't going to show you everything, because everyone's worried that someone's going to take something away from them. Remember that, alright? So I will start on the right hand side, left hand side, so that's because I'm right handed. If you're left handed, just start on the right side and you'll come this way. Okay, it doesn't really matter where you start, doesn't really matter, you can start in the middle, you can start over there, you can start in the middle of the ceiling, it doesn't really matter, as long as you get the plaster on the wall and the ceiling, that's all that matters. Don't play around too much with your first coat, just get it on, okay? Don't worry about getting the odd little drop. You're going to get the odd spillage. You're a plasterer. You're going to. It's inevitable. You are going to make a bit of mess. But just be mindful. Don't be too messy, okay? Think about what you're doing. Don't rush too much, but don't be too slow at it. Plastering is all about perfect speed to your ability. You're not going to be as fast as lightning when you're just starting out in this trade. And don't try to be better than that person who's been doing it, say, 20 years, a lot faster than you, picked up techniques and methods to make life easier for himself, okay? It's not going to happen. You're going to fuck up. You're going to make your mistakes. We all do. You just got to learn from it. And as you go along, try and trial up as you go along. You know, just to take the lines out. Don't just leave it there in a mess. So I normally put it on, curl it in as you get to the top. As you can see, kind of see. Start from the bottom, the walls are not being done, just the ceiling. You see, and then what I do is, I'll go behind myself quickly. I'll just give it once up, just to get them lines out. You're not going to get all the lines out, but if you can get the worst of them out, then that's great. You're still going to give it a trial over when you put it all on. Now this is just my way of doing things, just to make my life easier, be methodical. You're always going to get an arsehole out there who's going to show you the wrong way. You know, the wrong mix as well. You don't want your mix being too runny, but you don't want it being too thick. And also, you need to learn, which will come in time, the gauge of your mix when you're putting on. Do you put on a massive set? Do you put on an average set? Mine is 1 bag and a half a bag. So, just to get the sealing on, and if I've got any left over, I'll put it on some reveals or I'll use it for something. But you don't want to have too much wastage. I've seen plasterers that go along, put on a mix, and they've still got, say, enough there to maybe put on a wall. And they've just wasted it and they bag all up. That's just waste. So try and be a bit mindful in how much you mix up. It all comes in time. You're not going to learn overnight. No one does. And I'm just saying it as it is. No one's going to learn overnight. It takes years and years and years and years until you become a master of your own trade. Some people juggle it in and they do everything. Master of fuck all. You see how they're doing at the head of the ceiling? We want to tie this in. So when you're plastering, try and cover the floors up, okay? Don't be afraid to spend a bit of your money, add it into the chrome. Don't use dust sheets, so. Dust sheets are the worst thing to use because when you're moving your hot cup, sometimes it can catch onto the bottom of your hot cup, dust sheet that is. They're just a waste of money. And to be fair, you can't really use them all the time, you know, because they get dirty so quick, and when you fold them up, the dust goes everywhere. So I personally don't use dust sheets. I'll get the plastic sheets, they're about £5 a sheet. Average size room, you need about 4 or 5, and they're reusable. Tape them up. So stay in place, just pick the hob up and move it along and that, and when you're done, get the hoover around the edge, just scrape up any lumps and that, and when you're done, get your sheets and put them into the next room. You know, I've got this room, that room ahead of me, all ready to go, all prepped. And it's just me, I've got no labour, I've got no other plasterer, I try to make my life easy for myself. If you're one of these guys that wake up in the morning and you're telling yourself, oh, I can't be arsed with this shit, then don't go to work. Right? Give yourself a bit of time out. Don't feel that you are pressured by, you know, gotta go in. Your business isn't going to run yourself. Only you can run your business. But you know, I've done all that. I've done the 6 days a week, I've done the 7 days a week, I've worked 15 hours a day, I've worked 20 hours a day in the past, and you get nothing out of it. Nothing. Doesn't matter about the coin, you get nothing out of it. All it does is wears you down mentally and emotionally, and physically as well. So, no longer will I work my arse off. I do an average day, 6, maybe 8 hours a day. And that is my day. If I want to get a job done and I know I've got maybe half a day, then I might just work that little bit late, so about 8 o'clock at night, just to get it done and wrapped up. But if I got like this, you know, and you can only do what you can do in a day. Remember, you got your life to live. You know, you got your family, your kids, or you got your hobbies and that. You need to fit all that in. You can't fit it in if you're constantly working. You got to juggle it all. You got to juggle your life in what makes you happy. Don't be caught up in the rat race, a feeling that you've got to do it. No, because to be fair, you ain't got to do nothing other than just live the best life that you can live. Unfortunately, I can't get the camera to where I need it. So you have to just bear with me, those who are taking the time out to watch. But I've noticed that with this generation now, everyone is impatient. Everyone is in a rush. Everyone wants to get things done now, instead of just sitting back and thinking about what they're doing. They're in a rush. They're in a rush to earn money. If I could tell myself, if I could tell my 20-year-old self and advise myself, I would have told myself, knowing what I know now. Because you don't know nothing until you get older. When you're young, you're naive, you're full of ambition, you're full of this, full of that. And whatever anyone tell you, like, yeah, whatever, what do you know? Right? I say this, take advice from those who are successful, but learn from those who haven't made it. You can take a bit of advice from both. Those who have made fuck all in their lives and those who are right at the top, you can learn from both. Yeah? Hard work does pay off, but if you're chasing the coin, you're never going to get to it. If you're chasing something, you're never going to get to it. You've got to forget about it, right? Material things is nothing. Because when you're gone, when you die, what do you take? Do you take your house? Do you take your money? Do you take your cars? No. Do you take all your tools? No. You're gone, that's it. You leave nothing behind, apart from maybe loved ones. But other than that, everything material is nothing. Money is nothing. So you have to live the life that makes you happy. You know? Do something that makes you happy, that makes your heart and your stomach and your inside. So when you wake up, you're excited. You can't wait to get out there, right? And you want to make that day last. So, you know, successful people who are ambitious, you know, they're not bothered about sleep. They sleep maybe 4, 5 hours, 6 hours a day. That's it, because they want to get on with their day, do as much as they can in that day. I've learned a lot over the years, and I've made a lot of mistakes, because we are all human and we make mistakes. But you got to learn from the mistakes. I've learned from my mistakes. Yeah, you know, never to be around those who are gonna dull your happiness. You know, you've got to have people in your life who have got the same ambitious as you. They want to thrive. They want to do well in life. You know, you don't want to be around people that are just gonna shit on your horizon by always sort of coming out of crap like, you know, you thought about getting a 9 to 5 job. You know, at least you know you're getting your wages every week. Anyone who's self-employed are different to those who work for someone on the books 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. We are a different breed. We like to make our own way. We like to be our own leaders. And we like to run our own things. You know, it's just how we are. My videos on YouTube are purely just to help people find themselves and to motivate themselves. Because it is hard. It is hard out there to motivate yourself. Sometimes you wake up and you think, what's the point? Why do I bother? Where am I getting with this? You know? But you got to go through the shit. You got to go through the struggle. You got to go through hell to get to where you want to be. And sometimes you're going to have people let you down. Your family are going to let you down. People that are close to you are going to let you down. Friends are going to let you down. Yeah? You know, mums and dads are going to let you down. Step parents are going to let you down. Whatever. Someone's going to let you down in life. But you don't want to dwell on that. You know, you got to move past that and better yourself. You know? I've learned that those people that I know that have been given everything, they've achieved nothing. They haven't achieved anything other than living a better life because maybe their parents or they've been inherited with some money, so then they're able to live their lives. But some of us haven't had that luxuries. We've been given nothing, so we've had to go through the motions, the bullshit, everything to get to where we want to be. So I do apologise for the language, but I'm real, I'm not fake, and I'm not here to gain popularity or anything like that. I'm just saying as it is and what you need to achieve what you want to achieve. You have to be brutally honest with yourself, and that can be tough. You have to know where you're going wrong, and only you yourself knows that, no one else. Only you know your dark secrets or what goes on in your head. No one else does. Only you can fix yourself. No one else can. You know? And sometimes you have to really be hard on yourself to know where you're going wrong. And where you are going wrong, that's where you can finally learn. And you say to yourself, right, I've done it like this, and I've done it like that, and it's not gone my way. So then I want to try a different approach to life. The saying is, baby steps. Baby steps in life, and you will get there. You got to have the right team around you, not the wrong team. I've had all that, and I've learned from that. Those who you think are going to help get you what you want to get or want to achieve, they want you to fall. They want you to have nothing. They want you to be less better than them. You know, because those who truly want you to succeed will help you mentally, physically, financially. They will help you get to where you want to be. So be mindful of who you surround yourself with, because sometimes you can surround yourself with someone that doesn't give two shits about you or your family or anything. They just want you to fall. Get away from them types of people, right? And surround yourself with people that are going to help you gain greatness. And that's the same with all aspects of life. Whether you're a boxer, a runner, a rugby player, work in an office, whatever. Give it your all. This trade is very, very, very physical, okay? You need to be extremely fit if you want to be a plasterer. When you're young, you think, yeah, I can do this, I can do that. I'll carry 4 sheets of plasterboard, 4 bags of multi-finish. We've all done it. okay? But when you get a little bit older, if you carry on doing what you did when you was younger, it will catch up with you and it will fuck you up. So you need to be mentally and physically strong. So I say, if you want to be a plasterer, keep being fit, go to the gym. Even if you go running twice or 3 times a week, or you go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, keep your body that is strong. I know plasterers, okay, that are now coming up to 40, hitting their 50s now, and it's all catching up on them because they've never ever gone to the gym, they've never trained, they've never looked after their body, they just go to the pub, and they're getting to the stage now where this is becoming very, very hard to do. So, you know, if you want to be a plasterer, then you need to be fit, physically fit. They don't tell you this on the courses, or when you're working for someone, you know, or you're a trainee or anything like that, because most of them just go to the pub after work and that's it, you know. Well, I'm telling you, you need to look after yourself in this trade. You want to have a drink, have it once a week, on a Friday night or something, or on a Saturday when you know you're not working the Sunday. Be religious in what you do. If you're drinking every night after work, eventually it will catch up with you. You know? I'm not as fit as I would like to be. The lockdown hasn't really helped. Other aspects of stuff in my life hasn't helped. I'm overweight. You know, I'm 19.5 stone, and I have been training, you know, weight training, but just weights and no cardio. You know, and then I became ill last year during Christmas, and then this year, again, bad chest infection, so I've been out of action for about 3 weeks, and I can feel it now when I'm plastering. So look after your health. Plasterers are always going to make their job look easy, especially when they've got technique or they've got a method. But I would say to someone, never take on a ceiling like this unless you've been plastering for a couple of years and you've got experience now, then you're confident in yourself, then put it on in one hit. But you see, I would just say to someone, do that bit first, then that bit, then this bit. If you're inexperienced and you're just starting off. Someone like me should be able to get all those on in one hit. If I was plasterboard, then yeah, you should be able to do it. Because plasterboard doesn't absorb so much. But when you're doing an Artex ceiling, you know, it can absorb, or something can slow you up. So, you know, only do what I'm doing if you believe in your abilities. This isn't the finished article. Once that's done, I'll then get a brush around the edges, I'll then trowel it, I'll leave it, then I'll repeat, I'll top coat it, and I'll do it all again. So for this video I'm only doing, basically just showing you how I've just done it for the first coat. Have a good Christmas and have an abundance 2022. Look after yourselves.